welcome to another episode of Boxing with Paul. And today, I'm excited to bring you Poetic's Revolution case for the Moto G Peer. Let's take a look at it. If this is your first time watching one of our videos, you're going to notice that this box is pretty nondescript. It's pretty plain, and the only thing you're going to notice is Poetic's logo stamped throughout, and that's about it. Poetic does this in order to be able to save money and to be able to redirect some of that money into maybe a lower priced item for you, the consumer, or into a little bit more R&D, which is a fair trade-off in my opinion. Now, you can currently go ahead and find this case on Poetic's website for only $18.95, and there is your choice of 4 more colors. I believe it is brown, light pink, navy blue, as well as red for only $2 more. And let's see what the actual case looks like. So, we got a black polycarbonate shell on the outside, as well as thermoplastic polyurethane corners and sides to be able to be impact absorbent. And let's go ahead and get it open. Okay. Now we also got, besides just the case itself, we got a faceplate with a built-in screen protector. Now the screen protector is made out of polycarbonate. Quick peel. And one more quick peel up here. Alright. Okay, so we do get a polycarbonate screen protector. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. It looks to be blemish free, pretty nice, pretty good. Alright. And then the reason why this is a big deal is because you can go ahead and you can get your phone protected from head to toe, you know, the moment you get this case. You don't have to wait for a separate screen protector, and you know, Poetic has you covered in all bases. Let's go ahead and see what this phone looks like once it's actually in the case, and we can see very, very beautifully laid out case. Very, very nice. It feels very sturdy. I'm not sure why this feels a little more substantial than the rest. Maybe it's because I haven't reviewed Poetic case in a little bit. It's nice. It definitely feels very different than other cases. Again, it feels much more substantial. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the cutouts that we have up here. We do have a cutout, I believe, for the light sensor. We have a cutout for our little speaker grills, as well as a cutout for our camera, and one more cutout for, I have no idea what the other sensor is, but I'm gonna guess it's probably a secondary light sensor. Let me get back to you on that. But it's very nice that we have all these separate cutouts for that. A lot of the companies, what they'll do is they'll just do one big lazy notch at the top. That again, it just winds up looking lazy. It winds up looking like it wasn't well thought out. But here we do see, again, individual little cutouts for each and every little other orifices that we need to have on the phone. Very, very nice attention to detail. Now, if we look over to the left side of the phone, left side of the case, on the phone, we can see that it's pretty plain. There's, you know, pretty much nothing on it except for the big oversized rubber corners. If we look over the top, we can see a cutout for our pinhole microphone, and it's just a very nice attention to detail whenever companies take the time to make sure that the cases are very nicely fitted and that everything's going to work as it should. Further along the top of the phone on the case, we also have a little, like a hatch that protects our headphone jack so that dirt, debris, or anything else won't be able to get in there. And we keep going over on the side. On the right side of the phone case, we can see me being driven up the wall because Motorola put the volume and the power buttons on the same side. Now, I do realize that every company is going to do whatever they like. However, the reason why this is such a big deal to me is because you don't know how many times I'm just trying to turn up the volume. I'm trying to turn it down a little bit. I'm trying to silence an incoming phone call, and I wind up pressing the power button or the screen off, wake, tap, whatever button, and my screen goes off. if I'm in a game, if I'm watching a movie, if I'm watching a video, or I'm doing whatever, that kind of ruins the experience for me. And I just really, really hate it when companies, again, put the volume and the power button on the same side. It really drives me up the wall. I wish it would stop doing that. I wish it would put them on separate sides. That way, hey, that way I know the left side is for my volume buttons, the right side is for my power button, and I'm never ever going to get them mixed up. Now, if we keep going further along towards the bottom, we're going to see we have some nice cutouts for our speakers. We have another nice cutout for our pinhole microphone, and one more flap down here at the bottom that covers your USB-C charging port. Very, very nice, because you don't know how many times I see people that work in industrial jobs, that people that work outside, the first thing to go is going to be their charging port. Why? Because debris, dirt, grass, metal, whatever they happen to work in, whatever they happen to be in abundance of, it's going to get lodged in there. Heck, even lint can build up in there, and lint can get in the way. Normal dirt, normal moisture can just start packing stuff in there, and it's going to be the first thing to go. And it's just very, very nice to see a little flap covering it so that it protects it when it's not in use. Now, if you go over towards the back of the case, we can see a whole lot going on. We have a very nice cutout for our camera, but if you guys can appreciate, the camera is hidden a whole, I'd say 4 millimeters beneath the camera bump. So we have, the camera bump is again hidden 4 millimeters underneath the case. That's really good protection. In addition to that, we also have a cutout for our fingerprint scanner, and again, it is, I'd say that's a whole 1.5 centimeters that's sunken in there. Very, very well protected. And if we keep going further along, we're going to see that we also have a kickstand. So now, the cool thing about this kickstand is the majority of kickstands that I see just tend to work in landscape mode. Just tend to work like that, and that's fine. There's something wrong with it. That's its purpose, right? However, what I like about this kickstand is that it also works in portrait mode as well, not just in landscape mode. You can have your phone standing up, or laying down, whichever one you like. And you guys already know that I always need to do my very, very scientific drop test so that I can see how many drops it's going to take for this phone to break. I will turn down the microphone a little bit because I do know that's pretty, pretty loud. And let's go ahead. Let's see how long it takes. It's 1. 2, 3. So it seems to be like 3 was the magic number when it came to, about hand height or shoulder height. Wow. Oh yeah, this thing absolutely. So I was hoping that maybe this thing just kind of popped out of place, like we see sometimes happening with some of the other Poetic cases that we have reviewed in the past. But sadly, this thing just completely, absolutely snapped. There's a very, very fine line to walk between making a product tough and resistant, but also making it flexible enough to where it breaks. If you make something flexible enough to where it breaks with each and every single fall, it's not really going to have very much structural integrity, and it's going to come apart very quickly. Now, if you build something that doesn't break, feel something that, that's pretty stiff, that's pretty sturdy, that doesn't come apart at all, it's probably going to break at the first sign or at the first push that it gets. Anything that causes it to give or anything that causes unnecessary stress on it will probably break at the very first time. So it's always, again, a very, very fine line to walk between flexibility, pliability, and also durability. I believe blade makers go through the very same dilemma as well. Go ahead and leave it in the comments. What are your thoughts on this case? Again, you can find this for $18.95. I realize there are cheaper cases. I realize there are more expensive cases. However, I think that with Poetic, we come with a very nice, happy medium in the middle where we combine cost cutting. I feel that we come middle where we combine. There are more expensive cases out there. There are cheaper cases out there. However, I feel that with Poetic, we come to a happy medium where we have a compromise between build quality, between drop protection, between price, and also just a very nice, good-looking case. And the very, very best part about this is that Paul, what if, I can hear you say, Paul, I don't like built-in screen protectors. I absolutely hate that. I don't want to have that thing on there. I want to put my own tempered glass screen protector, right? Well, I hear you, and so does Poetic. And what drew me the most of them is that at this price point for $18.95, the fact that you are getting interchangeable faceplates makes this much, much greater value to me. And let's go ahead and pop this open. Like I said, you happen to have your own tempered glass screen protector, right? You're going to go ahead and install your own, because, polycarbonate is too cheap for you, or you just don't like the look of it. That's fine. That's absolutely okay. Because again, Poetic gives you the option. Look, you can go ahead and install your own tempered glass screen protector, or you can go ahead and just choose to go bare glass if you don't want anything to come between you and your phone. And as you can see, the phone is still fairly accessible. I have done other reviews, other videos on these cases, and I have come to find out that there is ample room up here in the front to be able to install your own tempered glass screen protector, so there's no need to worry about this coming in your way or this obstructing your screen protector in any way, shape, or form from what I've seen so far. And again, go ahead and let me know in the comments, would you grab this? And if not, let me know why you wouldn't grab this, and let me know what's a good alternative to this, because I am open-minded. I can be wrong sometimes, and if you see something out there that is better quality for a cheaper price, go ahead and let me know, because I'm a sucker for deals. And as always, thanks for watching.